And now that that's over with, I don't know. Let's do this shit. What's up, YouTube? It's me, Artisan MC, doing a little Cartisan stream. Shout out to Toya the Tutor, or tell him Toya for giving me that answer. Thought it'd be fun to use it this time because it wasn't really geek stuff, wasn't really a PMDM, but I am in the car. I am Artisan. I do feel like talking some shit. So one of the things I will say is paid off this car. Kind of happy about that. Kind of made me happy to get my damn title in the mail. But it also made me happy to call them, my title company, people I had the loan for to get the car. Say, hey, what the hell is going on? I can't make a payment. Have them check. Find out why I didn't have access. It's like, oh yeah, you done. Paid off. Finish finito. Your title was in the mail. It was in the mail 2 days ago. So you should be seeing it in the mailbox. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. So I will take that money I was going to send to a car payment and just put it to work for me. How about that? So last week when I got home, even though I was feeling shitty, opened up some of that paper mail that I hate getting. And sure enough, my title from the state of California was empty. Also sent me some other shit too. Bill from toll. California, they don't like you not having to pay them money. They hate that shit. They find out you're not paying them money, they will send you a bill for some other shit. Out the blue. You hate you're not paying them money. So I got my title. And I felt happy getting this title because I've actually liked this car the whole time I've had it. I've enjoyed this car. Had a lot of fun, put a lot of miles on this bitch. And I got it with very low miles, but I put the miles on it. I've gone everywhere I wanted to in this vehicle and had fun in it, enjoyed it. So I know most people will tell you, finance people will tell you that you don't pay off your car. You know, you get out of it before you pay it off, right? You just ship that over to a newer car. But I like this car. I do. I got it initially thinking I was going to give it to my daughter within a year or two. And I actually liked it. I didn't want to give it to her. And it just so happened that her aunt, play aunt, is actually her cousin, gave her old car when she moved from California back to the East Coast. So she got a whole car for nothing. So I didn't have to give this one to her, and which was cool because I didn't really want to. After I had it for a minute, I didn't want to. So I kept it, and I've enjoyed it since then. This has been one of the more fun rides that I've had in a car. Most fun I've had in a car. It almost does it has everything I wanted it to have. I've done almost everything I wanted to do with it. So I don't have a problem with it. The other thing that makes this cool is that this is the second vehicle I've paid off. Second one. Now, that might seem stupid to some people, but look, part of my OCD is I like completing things. Okay? I love completing tasks. I do. Don't give me a timeline. Don't give me a list of things that I can get done. I will get them done. I like paying off shit because I'm a fan, as a Gen Xer, I'm a fan of ownership. I'm a fan of owning shit. I'm not a fan of having everything free on the free ski or somewhere locked in the cloud. No, I'm a fan of owning shit, of actually having tangible things, right? Like, think of it this way. If I had a 1973 Chevelle, if I paid that car off in 1975, 1978, say 5 years, I paid it off, people probably would have said I was dumb then too, right? But if I kept that car from 1973, 1978 paid off all the way to 2023, and it was in prime condition, still ran, paint good, motor good, all the rest of that shit, what would you say then? What would be said then? Somebody be rolling up on me trying to offer me money for that goddamn car. Well, why? Why would they be trying to offer me money for the car and no one else? Because it's mine. I'm the owner. I own it. That's the whole point. Didn't matter if it came out in 1973. If it had been sitting in my garage since 78, and somebody found it, like, oh shit, this is like such and such, and there was still life in it, they'd still offer me money for it, even if they had to tow that motherfucker out of there. Some types of ownership is value. Some of it is not. Right? Cars are depreciating assets. Some of them are. Some of them are classics. I know for my car, they don't make this anymore. They don't. They don't. They don't make it anymore in convertible. That's why I couldn't get another one, which I wanted another one. I did. Can't get it. They don't make them anymore. So what does that mean? Does this make it a collector's item? Well, I know something about collecting shit. Yeah, technically, because they don't make it anymore. So what does that mean for me? That means anything I do to fix it up now is only adding value to the car. Because it's mine. I look at it as fixing up a house you rent. Don't do it. Why not? Because you don't own it. It's not your house. It's not your job to pour your money and time and sweat equity into it to fix it up to make it more valuable for the person who actually owns it. Fuck no. You raise the value of the place, they can still kick you out and rent it to somebody else for more money. Congratulations. No, you tell them at that fucked up condition to sell it to me, and I'll take it over. Then I'll own it. And then you fix it up. Because then you are the direct recipient of your hard work. Plain and simple. You should get the benefit of your work. As in the car, I had a lot of fun in this vehicle. A lot of fun. Went a lot of places. I'm not rushing to get a new build. Not. If I play the rest of this year right, with working and everything, next time I step up to go get a vehicle, I shouldn't have to pay shit. Only thing I should be doing is taking the keys and choosing the color. Walking the fuck out like a boss. With my geek shit on. Says plain. So I'm fine with this. Yeah, 20, 25 years, classic car tags. Look, already 5 years in, right? Technically, I'm already 5 years in. The reason I know they don't make it anymore because I looked. I looked to buy another one. And that's how I found out. They don't make them anymore. It's like, oh shit. Well, there you go. So that is the plan. Now, the other shit I've been dealing with, getting more into my bag and shaking this old shell off of me. Get through this bolt. I think I'm funny in the sense that anger helps. I think anger helps. In a simple way, anger gives you focus. Because it's raw. It's fury. It's directed at a place, a thing. But like the Incredible Hulk, you can keep drawing on it. Just keeps being a bigger and bigger source if you stay angry about shit. So I have been dealing with some personal shit. It has not made me happy. It has infuriated me a lot. But it's infuriated me more so with myself. Like I told you, a lot of these demons slip their leash. It's out running around, running amok. Can't have that shit. Cannot have it though. So I start doing that internal work, pulling myself back to center and wrangling these monsters. And I just about got them all chained back up. Because make no mistake about it, they got to run free sometimes. They have to. So I can't be too mad at them. Right? Can't keep certain things pent up forever. They have to get out sometimes. You got to let them loose sometimes. You just have to. Now, for men, you have to find creative ways to do it. Working out is a way to do it. Getting into some kind of combat sports, like Charles would tell you, is a way to do it. That's probably the best way to do it. Because you need that angst. You need that angst. You need to get put on your ass a couple of times, or you need to put some people on their ass a couple of times, just so you keep that humbleness about you and keep understanding where you are and where you need to be striving to. For me, I got kind of fucked up when my homeboy came to see me because it was weird. It was really weird. It'll sound funny talking about it, but for a minute, when I saw my homeboy, that time I was broke. Not saying I'm balling now, but comparatively, I was broke as shit. I was a teenager. You know? Didn't have no money. Just I got a little job. My homeboy is kind of spoiled. He's in a two-parent home. His mother had a great job. His stepfather owned his own business. They owned their house. He had exposed to money. He had money. His father had a good job. So there was money coming. So I, in that group, was always the one who had to plan things out a little bit more because I was the one that was broke. I was the lead person in that group, right? So that's why I said when it was times when I didn't have, my partner would cover me and it was never a big deal. It wasn't a big deal to him. It was a big deal to me because it was low-key embarrassing. It was. Because I hated, put it this way, somebody else paying for your shit, your good time is limited. You cannot have the good time you want if you're not paying for your shit yourself. Now, I say that as a man because I am not a fucking woman. Nobody is paying for my good time. Nobody. I went to Vegas to have a good time. Nobody paid for that shit I did. I bust my ass. I sweated. I fixed things. Yeah, they paid me for that shit. And I took that money and took my ass to Vegas to enjoy myself. All right? I'm on track to do some big shit. That too. But that's all gonna be on me. Like my Scorpio brother Drake would say, came up, that's all me. Stay true, that's all me. All me for real. That's what it is. So for a minute when I was seeing my homeboy, while it was good to see him and I was in a funky mood, he did something that brought me back to being young for a minute. Fucked me up for a minute. And he paid for the meal. I was already there eating. Having my burger, having my beer, having my bourbon barrel cake. I was just there doing what I usually do. He popped up, breezed through, chopped it up, ordered some food, ordered a drink, ate, woofed it down, and paid for the whole meal. Now, I knew he was coming. I was going to pay for the meal. He couldn't know where I was. No, he paid for the shit. And it fucked me up for a minute. It did. It fucked me up for a minute. It brought me back to being a teenager. I'm like, something is so wrong about what just happened. Something just felt so fucking wrong to me about what's just happened. And he didn't do anything, really. He didn't do anything. I felt fucked up about it because in my mind, it was like not having progressed. And it took me a couple of days to try to put that shit together to be able to articulate one of those fucking feelings that I was having that was all fucked up the last week or so. That's what it was. Chink in the armor. Or some backdoor fucking I don't know, insecurity or whatever that I had that I wasn't even aware of. That shit still bothered me like that. I didn't even know that shit at all. But after that meal, it was there. Like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? What is this running around in this bitch? You know, it's like going in your kitchen and finding, you know, rat droppings. Like, what the fuck is this? Who the hell been in here? You know? Like, oh hell no. No, we don't. No, we don't got a rodent in here. That's what it felt like. Like, what the fuck? What is this? What is this feel? It's fucked up. Now I know my homeboy ain't did nothing intentional. He don't even think on planes like that. That's why I have of my best friends that I had were guys. I had two separate ones. And one, this kind of conversation he would fucking get. The other one, this kind of conversation would be totally, you know, damn near oblivious to his ass, but he wouldn't trip off of it, right? He'd just be like, "Oh, so that's cool." You know, he wouldn't worry. He wouldn't worry about the shit. The other friend, or used to be friend, the one that I owe a bunch in the mouth to, talking about my damn kids, he would get it, but he was that dude who was a nobody, got bullied, had thick glasses, all the rest of that shit, and turned that shit around, and at least on the exterior, turned himself into an alpha by working out and getting out of his character and becoming somebody else. Shout out to BGS hit for reading some Carl Jung to folks. His persona became different, and he made it that way. He changed himself from high school on. Got better, got tougher, all that shit. Now he just spoiled for shit to get into. And he did turn into an asshole. Oh, this is so funny. Amazon dropped my packages off onto the porch, some big ass boxes, but I know nobody would take them because the boxes are too goddamn heavy. Nobody would take them bitches because it's gonna take some work to get them. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh shit. You guys can still hear me. Give me a one in the chat. It's hilarious as fuck. This pick of artisan goes hard, doesn't it? Well, it's a good picture, Toya. It is a good picture. I took that in Benicia. Took it in Benicia. Aquateki said he could still hear me. Cool. So it ended up being that those are one of the things, one of the demons that I was having to deal with last week. And it's a weird thing. This is like a lot of behaviors I've been showing recently because I usually do these checks on myself have been like nesting behaviors like things you do in preparation to something else. And it's all the mind state and getting, from what I see, towards my birthday. So some things came free that I need to get under control or I need to work with again to make sure they stay under control. I don't know. It's just, like I said, reworking the jutsus and reworking those seals that they need to be tightened up again because it is time. But a lot of it has been just wearing on me in an emotional sense. And I'm not one of these dudes that don't think that men have emotions. We do. And what I think the most part is that the problem with guys a lot of time is we are not trained how to deal with that shit. We are not taught from a young age that it's okay to have them and how to deal with them. That's why we get into so much shit because we don't know how to deal with that shit. So at times you need to vent that shit out and get it out of you, especially if you're not able to go around punching people in the fucking head. Sometimes you do. So I've been doing that internal work. And for a while, I didn't even want to talk to people. I really didn't because I was too angry to talk to people. Talking to people is like rubbing the back of my neck with fucking glass. Okay, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a bloody mess, and it's probably gonna end badly for one of us. So I didn't want to talk. Didn't want to talk to nobody. But recently, after spending some time and getting some of these motherfuckers reshackled, I have been able to find my voice again and be able to talk and articulate what is going on with me. Aside from using a lot of colorful metaphors, and which is another way of saying profanity. Well, stupid people, I guess. So that's what I've been on. That's when I was the Gran Torino movie, how Clint Eastwood didn't want to sell his car. Yeah, he didn't. Not in Gran Torino, he didn't want to sell that shit because it was his. And if you watch the movie, you find out the story on why. He built that fucking car. On the line he worked at, he built it. So technically, with his own hands, he was tied to that car. His sweat went into building it. Why would he sell it? Why would he just give it away to some shitty ass family member that don't give a damn about it and don't understand or appreciate it at all? Why the fuck would he? And why would he sell something he built himself? That's like selling one of your children. Only people do that is mamas. So yeah, I get it. But this ain't my baby, but I enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm happy to the dude that sold me the car. I could probably go find his ass this week. Tell him, yeah, why now? You got another one. I'll take it. Because I know you remember my face when I saw it the first time. Like, what the fuck? But so the best part is now that is two bills that are gone. My footprint of things I actually have to pay has reduced at least about hmm, that's pretty good. Two, four, five. Let's say 650, about $650 back to me a month between my son and my car. About $650 back to me. And I'm reducing that a little bit because I got new insurance, so it's higher. Because my insurance company got bought out by somebody else. So I like that. I like having money I don't have to pay out to shit because that means it's stuff I can be putting somewhere else to do something else. Nah, 650 ain't nothing to sneeze at. Shit. My child support at one time was 575 a month. This Negro popped up. Yeah, look at this Negro popped up. Shit, that's two sideshows. Art, god damn it, man. God damn it, Artie Itmore. Yeah, it's two sideshows. And $200 short of that Black Panther statue that I want. I think that was like 800 or something, or 650. I think that one, that T'Challa one, is like 650. I'm gonna order that one too. Boy, you got some comedic timing like a motherfucker. That's two sideshows. Killing me, Negro. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I haven't had a decent laugh all freaking day, so thank you for that. I appreciate that more than anything. Oh, shit. Yeah, Aquateki, wasn't he? Wasn't he right on time? Like, boy, get the rim shot going. That motherfucker dropped off the cloud with ninja timing. Oof, that's two sideshows. Like, fuck you come from? Right on motherfucking time. But yeah, I think that Black Panther is. It's either $800 or 650. I think it's about 650. Yeah. And that statue is badass, yo. I have to put it up on my freaking community tab so you guys can see it. It's actually worth $650. It is a statue, a full body statue of Black Panther with Chadwick Boseman's likeness on it and a good fucking full body standing up proud pose. Oh my god, that motherfucker looked beautiful, and it's like 18 inches tall or some shit like that. Nigga, it's worth the money. It's worth the money. That's why you get to be in that older geek status, that that OG, that old geek status. Swords, statues, nigga. Swords and statues. Why? They'll hold their value. You can sell that statue for more money. I buy that damn thing because it's a limited edition. I buy it for 650 right now. I bet you next year is worth 1,000. Bet money. Bet money. Not even a question. My other Black Panther statue is already worth something. My Blade statue is worth something. More than I paid for it because they're limited. They're not something that's still being produced right now. Oh no. Only reason I didn't go vote back in the day because I didn't mess with the figures or hero clips like my peers. I fuck with hero clicks, Rainfire, because I like playing games. And I had kids. I had my young son. And we played hero clicks at the shop. So I had a shitload of hero clicks. Now, the trick with hero clicks is that it was more mystery box shit, is what it was. And that's the allure. It's like buying magic cards. You know, it's like, a little bit of Christmas every time you open one box. You never know what the fuck you're gonna get. You might get that super rare bitch, but you know, I'm the geek. I'm the geek making good money. You know what I do? I go in there and I wouldn't just buy a box of magic fucking cards. I'd be in there buying hero clicks, and I'd buy, the half the box of that shit and the big sentinel and shit. Built the playset so we could play this shit and actually have buildings and stuff, so it was accurately represented on how high they were flying above the ground and shit. I went in because I like playing games. And games are communal to me. If you got somebody that to play with you, it's more fun that way. And it was cool. I still got all them damn hero clicks. They're probably in storage, but yeah, I had a bunch of them motherfuckers. I had the Sentinel because I like X-Men, so I had to get that big ass Sentinel. And then I had Sinestro, my nigga. And you remember that Sinestro had a little hero click in the middle, but it was a big fucking yellow construct, a clear yellow construct, like a gladiator with Sinestro in the center. Oh, I had that bitch. Oh, I couldn't wait to use that shit. Other than that, it was some other characters that I liked, you know, Doctor Strange and shit like that. There was some cool shit going on. And I played that shit with my buddy Ron. He liked that shit too. So me, the kids, my son, my daughter, my homeboys, we played that shit because we played all the games. Why the fuck not? Then you start doing the cost benefit analysis and how many of these common ones you got. Then you're like, okay, this is getting to be a waste. Now I was on it when it started, so there was a time there was a lull for that shit, like around second or third series, I think it was. It was a kind of a lull, and they didn't produce a lot. It was a long period in between there, and that's when we moved on to something else. But they still make them motherfuckers. Still do, just like Pokemon cards. They still make them. People still buy them. It's just not a market for reselling them bitches. Not yet. Not until they stop making them. As soon as they stop making them, you'll see a market go up for them. Because then it'll be, oh, do you have this super rare? Do you have the invisible woman, which was invisible? You know, the rare one that was clear blue. Do you have that one? Do you have the whole Fantastic Four? You know, shit like that. All the comic stores here have collections and stuff like that already open. Used to be between 3 and 12 because they were technically used. Yeah, yeah, they were used because they were played with. I ended up having to work my shit. It was me and my son, so everything I got, all my extras went to my son, and all his extras went to my daughter because she was younger. She wasn't playing that shit. It was just something for her to play with when she was on the floor with her brother playing, so they wouldn't be fighting over shit. So she had her own, he had his own, I had my own. It was the same thing when it came to Pokemon cards and Magic cards and um, video games and Game Boys and shit like that. Everybody had their own shit. I was raised by a single mother. Everybody gotta have their own shit because she don't like sharing. Three people in the house, everybody had their own TV, everybody had their own VCR, nigga. That was it. Everybody had to have their own shit. So that was the deal. So that carried over to my son and my daughter, even my wife to an extent, because I bought everybody that shit. I did. I didn't want any. I don't like people being left out, so I don't leave anybody out. So if we had it, we all had it, and we could all play it together by ourselves or whatever. But it was all there. Shit, my wife even had a Magic deck. She don't even really play Magic. I don't give a fuck. I don't like leaving people out. Everybody got to be on. Yeah, you try. I try to collect sets, having sets of connecting covers or toy line sales for more. Yes, because in collecting anything, having a set of something that there's a beginning, a middle, an end of anything is more valuable because it saves people a lot of time and having to try to go find that last one. Like, say my Venom Lethal Protector run. Maybe I'm missing book number 4. For whatever reason, I'm missing book number 4. The set ain't as valuable anymore because I think it was like 6 issues. It ain't as valuable anymore. Be better if you had 4. Now, for some reason, 4 could have been that one issue that the printer fucked up on, and a lot of them had to get returned because they were damaged. So it's not a lot of them in circulation. You will go through comic shops all over the place looking for that shit. So you can have that set. Because that book is harder to find, it makes the set more valuable if you have it in it. Yeah, Aquateki gaps. A comic book, any comic book collector has a list. They probably have it in their fucking wallet of the gaps in their fucking collection. I used to keep a list in my wallet, and when the paper got too torn, I would upgrade the list. My boy Pete, who I still play Pokemon Go with, he keeps a list on 3x5 cards in his bag of shit that he's looking for. Magic cards, whatever, to fill in the gaps in his sets. Collectors fill in gaps. So that's why you constantly go through spots, you're looking to fill in gaps. I think off the top of my head, my new Warriors run, I'm missing book number 45. I'm missing book number 45. Still don't have it. It's a gap. Right? Fuck. My X-Men, something in the 300s. I think it was 313, 313 and 314. And that was around Bishop showing up. Why do I know that? Well, because I'm not stupid. I got that kind of fucking memory. And I hate fucking gaps. Kentucky said facts. I'm not alone. Dude, I told you I'm a real geek. You are never alone. You are never alone. Not over here. Authentic. I'm missing Robin number 3 because a fire destroyed a lot of the prints. Oh my God. That's painful. That's painful, 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 painful. See, one thing that geeks have, collectors have, is that need for completion, and that gets into the OCD of us. We want to complete things. That's why you give us anything, we'll try to complete it. Worst thing you can do, and the best, well, 2 things. The best thing you can do as a seller, a publisher of books or anything like that, geek related, is to put a checklist on anything you print. To let the people that's buying this stuff know, hey, these are the rest of the things that are coming out. And when. Look for them. Or don't put the dates. Just say this is the other stuff that's available. And let them see a picture of the shit. The worst thing you can do as a buyer, a collector of this shit, is to see a checklist. Oh, nigga, the hunt is on. The hunt is now on. Don't show me a checklist. Don't show me a checklist. I will be buying lots to fill that fucking checklist. I'll be hitting up every shop I can. I can be in some town that I don't even know, stop to take a piss. Like, is that a comic shop? Hey, I got to go in there and say, they might have a copy of such and such that I'm looking for. What's my gap list? Just don't know. Don't give me a checklist. A checklist feeds our OCD like that. Lets us know what's still out there available. Yeah, like an Easter egg hunt. Shit. It's like a Where's Waldo, nigga. That checklist, nigga, that will be the Bible. What? Number 53 of this book? I don't even read that goddamn book. Where is it? Where is it at? Oh, we didn't buy any of those. You didn't buy it? Nigga. Now I gotta go to this other store. Where's that other store at? I don't really know. Fuck. Nigga, now I gotta go somewhere else to find it. No. No. I was in Monterey. I remember this. This is how I got my Amazing Spider-Man with what is it? Spider-Man, Sandman, Silver Sable, Electro, and stuff all on the cover. How did I get it? It was a Gap book. I'm in Monterey and I was younger. I was with my mother in Monterey. We was just walking down on Cannery Row and just walking down Cannery Row. And we passed a store and it had comic books in the window. And I was, can I go in? Go on, boy. Nigga, I was in there. I was in there and I was in them bins like a DJ looking through crates, nigga. I was in them bins. It was alphabetized good, sweet, amazing. Bam. Oh, it's here. Bam. Taking this shit. Taking this shit. Now at the time, I think the book was like $3, but the comics were selling, I think it was like $1.50 at that time. So it already doubled up in price. Took that motherfucker home. That's all I wanted. After I got that book out of that comic book shop, we could have left. I don't give a fuck about Monterey right now. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I got to read this comic. I got to get this motherfucker back home safe. It was in bag and board and everything. Put it in the bag, folded it all nicely. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Trip was over for me. I was finished. That was a score. Nigga. I filled a gap. Holy shit. I'll give you this whole 5. I will give you this whole 5. It's say 3. You can take 5. I'm good. Yep, got it, found it. Oh my God, I'm out. Nigga. I'm happy as shit. When I was older and I went back and that comic book shop was gone, I was mad as fuck because that was a good memory. I wanted them to stay there forever. Forever, ever. Because they had the book I was looking for. And do shit like that. That's how you find stuff. Last time that happened, I didn't go in the shop, but it was right after pandemic. And my friend that moved to Vegas, me and her went and had lunch in San Jose. And the spot that we found to have lunch was some Mexican food place or whatever. And we're sitting outside because it's fucking 80 degrees out in San Jose, nigga. This is just hot. We're sitting out there and I look across the street and I see the sign and it's a black cat. And I was like, black cat, what the fuck? Oh, Black Cat Comics? That's their store? Wait a minute. I looked up on the internet, like, is this motherfucker still open? When did they open? When did these doors open up? Because I wanted to go in. I had to go in there to see what the fuck was up. Now, some kind of weird way, they were not open because it was just after pandemic. So their doors were closed, but they only did door service. And that's when I found out about the reason they were able to stay open during the pandemic is because all their shit was subscription. Everybody in that area, San Jose, that went to that comic book store subscribed to them. So all they had to do was show up to the window and get their stack of books and be the fuck out. That's what kept them afloat during the pandemic. They still sold all the same books. Still made their money. They was giving people their weekly pickups at that door the whole time. And then they did a show on YouTube. I'm like, they killing it. That's the model. So, a little bit of information. You ran over something, dumbass. Don't you love it? People driving down the street, shit dragging up under their car and they can't hear it because they running their fucking mouth. You don't hear that something's scraping the whole time your car is driving forward? Some shit he ran over, stuck under his car. Thank God it's not a person. They'd have been dead already. Black man being brutally honest. BMBBH was good. So, yeah, checklist you will live and die by as a collector of a comic book geek. That'll ruin your day. Because here's why it'll ruin your day. Getting through that whole run, and that's why I think personally, if you find somebody who hates 12 issue, 16 issue runs, that's why. Too many random ass books. I know for me, that's why I don't like shit jumping a bunch of titles. You got four titles to jump between. Anything more than four, I am not interested in buying that shit because you're making me buy a bunch of shit that don't sell. And now I got to run and look for all this shit. Because the last thing I'm going to want to do is when I look in the back of that book and I see all these blocks of a checklist of the story in there. And if I was the type to still check the shit off in the book, I would hate seeing that hole there. I'd hate seeing that fucking hole there. Like, yeah, I didn't get that one. I couldn't find that one. Fucking She-Hulk and Friends number 17 team up. Who even reads that shit? Nobody. That's why they put it on the list. Drive up sales on that dumb bitch. Oh my god. That's the shit I hate. That's the shit I hate. Because that checklist is like, it's not complete. Fucking with my OCD. So yeah. Don't do that to geeks. But yeah, but that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. I got these two big ass packages on the porch, which are two big ass boxes, 25-pound weights. Better not be two in each box. No. I bought some of those adjustable dumbbells. They had the Amazon driver drop them off. It's usually some little young dude or some chick. I wonder who had this shit to do today. Probably the chick, because she left that shit. It's probably the guy, because he left that shit sitting right in the middle of the steps. So now I get to take these motherfuckers in the house. But it does look funny as fuck just sitting on the steps. Like, yep, nobody's stealing that shit. Too much work they got to do. They ain't work out for that. Like, shit, what's in the box, man? I don't know. That shit heavy though, nigga. Fuck the Porsche Pirates. They ain't coming to get that shit. They ain't coming to get that shit. They wouldn't be able to run away with it quickly. Oh, Rainfire said he rage quit on the Blackest Night run back in the day. I never bought the Blackest Night run individual issues. I did not. I did not. I read the trades. I read the trades. Some of them covers was cool, but they was milking you motherfuckers for that Blackest Night. Oh my god. Blackest Night. What was the one before that? Lantern War. And then that fucking Dark Knight's Metal. Nigga, they milking. They two-hand utter grabbing you. It's not so bad because they good stories, but goddamn, they was milking you for everything. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. They had Art of Idmore nipples just gushing. So I understand. I understand. And it's bad enough when you see the trade for Blackest Night, how thick that motherfucker is. Yeah, or you're the Willy Bo Bo. Politicking, talking shit, the Willy Bo Bo. What was that comedian name who said that shit? It was funny as fuck to me. Talking about talking to a chick. He's like the Willy Bo Bo. It was all East Coast slang. It was all East Coast slang for sitting there talking to a chick. Because I thought when I started this stream I was gonna bitch about this chick, and she just ain't came up. Just ain't came up. So think about that shit though, but it ain't came up. I actually had somebody jumping around in front of me to get my fucking attention. And I'm like not understanding like What the fuck? It's like, bitch, you was the one fucking ignoring me. What the fuck you jumping around in my fucking face for? Like, light a fire in your pussy. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it. And at this point, I'm past the point of giving a fuck. Almost past the point of giving a fuck. I'm not trying to figure it out anymore. I'm gonna let shit be what the fuck it is. I'm going about my business because I'm an older man with no time for games. So you're cool with me, I cool with you. You say fuck me, I say fuck you. And then I keep it moving. Why is it still on? Oh, it's turned off. Okay. Cool. No, Arya, I am not dating her. No, I'm not dating her. Mm-mm. No, it's friendly. Then it got unfriendly for some reason, unbeknownst to me. Maybe she needs some CArtisan backseat. That's funny as fuck. No, you're friendly, and then all of a sudden it turned. I think it turned because I had told her ass I was going out on a fucking date or something. But it don't make no sense because bitch told me she was going out on 2 dates. So what the fuck are you upset at me about? Women do some dumb shit. I don't understand. I really, really don't understand it at times. It is not that I don't have any experience with fucking women. I'm just saying I'm a logical person. Some of this shit I don't understand because it is not logical. And me saying I don't understand it is the acceptance of the fact it defies logic. It's all about some kind of emotion. Now, if you want me to explain the emotional part, I get it. But for me, how I am, which is leading analytical first, emotional second, I don't fucking get it. It's stupid. Running it through my the artisan computer comes back as yeah, this is dumb. Why are we having to think about this? This is dumb shit. Ari with some CArtisan backseat. There you go. When we kicking off Freak Speak, Artisan MC and Aria. I don't know, Toya. I heard you on your stream the other day when I was listening to that shit. Toya's perfect. you you was talking about Aria, Toya and Aria having freak speak. I said I like that. What is a freak speak having? I need to listen to that shit. I need I need to listen to that shit. Arya said you made her jealous. I don't know what happened, Arya. I really don't know what happened. The motherfucker just stopped. Just stopped. All of a sudden, just stopped. And I had to replay it in my mind because we were sitting there having lunch, and she did ask about that shit, and she did just sit back in her chair. Body language wise, that means she is kind of repulsed, right? But she said, "No, I don't want to know. No, tell me." And she asked questions, and I told her because what? We ain't fucking dating. You ain't trying to throw me no rhythm like that. If you was, we would have been doing something. But you keep bullshitting. So what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Standing here, my dick in my hand, swinging it like Dexter St. John? Oh no, wow, bro. Look, if I pulled over for a hot second to see if you wanted to jump in and you can't make up your mind, I'm not 50 Cent. I have to keep moving. You got to make up your mind. So maybe I did make her jealous. I don't know. If I looked at it in a jealousy sense, that's what it would seem like. That she got really fucking jealous and butthurt. But that was not her stated fucking that was not stated like that. That was not her stated intent within dealings. Damn, everybody disappeared because I talked about a chick. I'm fucking around. Let me know so I can get my popcorn ready. Yeah, Aquatech, I want my popcorn ready too. I want my popcorn ready too. Arya saying she is jealous. She told you she had a date to try to make you jealous, and instead you said you had a date and she got jealous. Yeah, that's the dumbest shit. That was dumb as fuck. Don't say no shit stop playing games. I don't like people who play fucking games. Look, the dating realm is fucked up enough as it is because chicks keep trying to play games. They keep trying to play at thinking they understand men and trying to get men to do what they want them to do. Stop it. Men are not supposed to do what you want them to do. Even if they did, you wouldn't like them motherfuckers because they'd be simps and everything else. Why don't you let a man be a man and just be upfront with your shit? Very simple. Hey, you fucking nice. I'd like to see you again. It's very fucking simple. You know what? I like you. Why don't you take me back to my house, pull my hair, and spank me like you trying to ride me off into the sunset? Okay, where you live? It's very fucking simple, especially over a certain age. So I don't know if she was trying to make me jealous or not. If so, it wasn't gonna make me fucking jealous. I mean, it's irritating, but what the fuck? Because if I'm very clear about my intentions with your ass and you kind of farting around with it, then fuck you want me to do? Look, I've said it. It's already been said. So you either move on it or you move without it. Just teach her how to drive stick shift because she can learn. Here you go, Arya. Here you go. Look, that'd be no different than I've had to do with every fucking chick I've ever knew. So it's been a real weird time. Uh, Arya, stop watching Boys in the Hood reruns. Shit, that's that baby boy. Told you to make me something in the kitchen. So I don't know. Maybe it was jealous. But I know today it was like this motherfucker was like really trying hard, and it made no fucking sense to me whatsoever. I mean, it really made no sense to me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this? Just, I don't know. Be upfront. So, in my typical Scorpio fashion, I had some other shit going on. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Figure your shit out because I don't chase like Devin the dude say. I don't chase bitches. Bitches chase me because I'm on the move doing shit. I don't have time to stop. So I don't know what the fuck that shit is. It is a bit annoying, but what am I supposed to do about that shit? Too old. Too young to start the training. Too old. Yes. Too old to start your training. Much to learn you have. Patient you are not. anyway. Anyway, so Toya, you let me know when the Freak Speak is starting, and I'll be there. Be there with my popcorn. No gimp mask or nothing like that. I will bring the handcuffs. Get on my. I will wear my gray. I will put my gray up, but that'll be it. I'll be entertained by that a little bit. I don't think you can get kicked off of YouTube for that shit. Just grown folks talking. Yeah, you can make it a closed stream. I'm supposed to be the host of Freak Speak. Since when? When is that supposed to happen? I didn't know that's how that shit was working, ladies. I didn't know. Yeah, if I do a free speak, that definitely got to be a closed stream. I'm gonna have to get a link to come in that bitch. I'm not putting that shit out on YouTube. I mean, one, I don't need the aggravation. I don't have much time to read that many extra fucking emails. Uh, get the fuck out of here, Aria. She might get mad and come after us. Get the fuck out of here. Look, there's two women I know of that have ever, well, three. There's three women I know of who have ever talked about hurting another bitch over me. One is my sister, my younger sister. My younger sister has said on many occasions she'll fuck somebody up over me. She ain't had to do it, but my sister has fucked people up, so I believe her on that. Okay, I know she'll get in there with them hands. Okay, she an MC nigga. She will go. Okay, she will go fucking nuclear. It's not a problem. Right. The other one is my ex girlfriend Nelly back in high school. This was like fuck. What was I, a senior? Yeah, I was a senior, and she was like a fucking 10th grader or some shit. And the chick that I married that became my wife, I had broke up with her, but somebody had found out I was kind of playing them both at the same time. I was fucking with Nelly, and then went and messed with, broke up with Nelly, and went and messed with the other chick, right? Well, Nelly didn't like that shit. Now Nelly was younger, shorter Latina, nice thick lips, big ass titties, big ass booty, long hair. She was a Selma, okay? She was a Selma. She was one of my anima, right? She had oh my god, this ain't a freak speak. I'm just telling you. Nelly had the warmest fucking lips to kiss. She had some full lips. She had some black folks lips. And kissing them lips was so fucking warm. Like, oh my god, nigga, she was ready. Now, back in the day, R. Kelly was our shit. So, seems like you're ready. She had some warm lips. I ended up fucking her friend. But Nelly had some warm lips, but she was young, and her sister, obviously a Latina, her husband was a brother. Her husband was a buff brother. She had her a dude, so they like chocolate. They like chocolate in that family. Other Latinos will call him a spade runner. Call it what you will, but she liked us some brothers, right? But Nelly was still kind of a virgin, right? So her sister was really protective. It was just her and her sister staying together. And their mother, I think, had passed or some shit like that. So sister was really protective. So, but at this age, I'm trying to fuck. I'm really trying to fuck. I really just want to fuck. I'm not having that patience to be sitting around with that bullshit, especially if I can get some other chicks, on the rotation and try to get it dipping that way. So I broke up with her. I had another chick that was trying to do some shit with me. Not only am I kissing, I'm getting to rub on some shit and getting to, get the little panties down and shit like that. Man, I'm over here. This is what we doing now. Nelly found out about that shit after I broke up with her. She got mad. When I went to grad night, she confronted the ex girl that I wasn't even with no more by the time I went to grad night, who ended up being my girlfriend. I mean, ended up being my wife. She confronted her at school and wanted to kick her ass. Nelly wanted to kick her ass. But wait, there's actually three. Yeah, there's actually four. Okay, so maybe it does happen with me sometimes. It's actually four. Nelly wanted to kick her ass at school. Soon as the bus left to take us to Disneyland, I heard that she went after her ass. She went after G to kick her ass at school. I'm like, and G thought it was so fucking stupid. Like, man, I ain't even with him no more. I ain't with him. He had broke up with me and broke up with you. What, you mad over some shit that happened a while ago? Nelly was pissed. She was holding a grudge, nigga. That actually meant something to her. That actually meant something to her. I didn't know that. I like Nelly, but she was taking too long to, develop some shit. And I went on grad night and ended up, fucking around with some other chick who was a junior. And I'm up there, finger banging her in line to get on the Viper at Magic Mountain. That's who I ended up fucking around with, totally unbeknownst. That wasn't nothing I was planning. That shit happened. And we were in line, and she had them little running shorts on. Little Chinese chick. I was deep in between the motherfuckers. In line with everybody, my friends and everything. I'm talking to my friend in front of me. She's standing behind me, hold my hand, and I'm fucking just finger banging her to death in line. And she keeps squeezing my hand. It is what it is. So there you go. There's some freak speak. So it was Nelly. It's my sister. It's Nelly. The other one was my ex. I'm just gonna call it T because I try to change some of the names. Nelly is a common Latina name up here, so y'all ain't gonna find that bitch necessarily. But the other ex T, she showed up to G's house too, and this was years later. Years later. This is in the same situation where I broke up with her. When I broke up with Nelly, I had broke up with T too. I was actually had three chicks at the same time, and I dumped two of them to go after G because G was actually giving me some action. We was gonna fuck for real. Um, the two chicks that I broke up with to go after G both hated G. Both wanted to kick her ass. So a bunch of years later, I end up with T again. We in a relationship. Her sister, T's sister, is friends with G. G is having a party at her apartment. We in our 20s now, right? She moved out, got her own place. She having a birthday party. And T's sister is invited to G's house for the party. T goes with her. T shows up to that woman's apartment for that party and acts a goddamn fool in there, wanting to beat that bitch ass in her party, in her apartment. I get the call about that shit. And I'm like, the fuck are you doing there? I was just telling this bitch she didn't need to such and such. She wanted to kick her ass for me breaking up with her back in the day. That was at least 4 years ago. She still was holding on to that shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I told my girl at the time, who was T, I told her she should have beat your ass in that party. Everybody in that party should have beat your ass. You sticking up for this bitch? I'm not sticking up for anybody. What you did was fucking wrong. You was out of line. Look, if you was having a party and she came to your party talking shit to you in your party in front of your friends in your apartment, would you kick her ass? Okay then, that's what your ass deserved. She is mad at me. She is mad at my ass. And then I actually talked to G and apologized for that shit. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck was that about. She said, I'm saying the same thing. What the fuck was that about? I said, I'm with a whole nother dude I'm trying to get over, and she bringing up this old shit. I said, I don't fucking know. I don't know why her sister brought her there. I don't know why you let her in the door. I didn't even see that bitch. I was over there drinking and having a good time. I was like, well, I'm sorry, man. But I told her, y'all should have kicked her ass. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have been mad at you. I would have understood. But she should have got her ass kicked because that was some dumb shit. But she did. She really rolled up in her apartment wanting to kick her ass for some shit that she ain't even responsible for years ago. Like, bitch, the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, the times y'all choose to care don't make no fucking sense. You currently on my dick. You mad about some shit in the past? Like she took something from you then? Like, god damn, dude, this don't make no fucking sense in the world. Little did the motherfuckers know there was 4 chicks. It's actually 4 chicks. 4 chicks I was fucking with. 4 chicks I was fucking with all at the same time. Because I'm trying to get some pussy. G was giving some pussy. Fuck y'all mad about? That's the game. Not time to be fucking around with y'all forever. Look, we gonna do something or we not. I don't have a problem with you saying no, you don't want to do it. Cool. I do. I can't do it with you, apparently. That's just what it is. Years go by and we totally all into some banging shit. Now you still mad? Come on, she ain't did shit to you. Now, G talked about when we were married, she talked about kicking some chick's ass, but I know she ain't kicking nobody's ass for me. Not over me. She wouldn't do that shit. She ain't got that. She ain't got that in like that. You'd think so. She don't. She don't. She ain't that fierce like that. Because the chicks I knew while I was married was grown chicks, and they would beat her ass. They would beat her ass. One of them was a fucking whole cop and ex weightlifter, fitness model type shit. She'd beat her ass. She'd beat her ass. All that tough talking wouldn't work. She'd get her ass beat. All right, let's see what these other. So, Arya, you ain't gotta worry. Ain't nobody coming to kick your ass. Them chicks ain't nowhere around. Nobody coming to beat up you and Toya for shit. Y'all good. And my sister wouldn't do that shit unless I said sick 'em. Tell Toya, y'all gonna have to do the sexy knee and leg edition of free speed. What the fuck is that about? She might be nice with them hands. Oh, here we go. She wasn't nice with shit. When I drop kicked the car before, not my finest hour. Well, we all had those little moments, Aria. Shouldn't have drop kicked you. Should have drop kicked the window and not the car. Got a better chance of breaking something that way. You must be used to spending all that sweet whining and dining, but I'm fucking you tonight. Yeah, that's a classic song. Look, it's terrible the shit that he did, and it's terrible the things that happened to him. But motherfucker did make some good songs. I'm sorry. It's just in a different context. But it's just like that with who was it? Marvin Gaye and Teddy Pendergrass. Once you already know that they was singing the dudes and shit like that, it kind of fuck it up for you, don't it? But it's still a good song. So you can either think about that shit or you can think about some other stuff. All right, finger banging days, huh? Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again, and everybody's. Oh, Arya got jokes today. Look, Arya and Artie Idmore had fucking jokes. Awesome. Thank you. I needed a laugh today. It was not a funny day today. It was not. The funniest thing I got today was seeing a picture of boiled peanuts and thinking about how hot it was outside working on this goddamn AC and leaving work. It was 106. I'm like, yeah, I was boiling my balls all right. I'm in a singing mood. Need somebody to hit that spot. That make you sing. Make my body sing. Oh, oh, make your body sing. What y'all know about them Isleys? Make your body talk to me, girl. Make your body sing a ling a ling. All right, let me get the fuck out of here. It's hot. I'm sweating. It's 91 fucking degrees at home, but I dropped a good 8 degrees between here and work, so that's an improvement, I guess. Thank you all for listening to my bullshit. Um, None of the names were changed because none of them was innocent. there, there are no innocents. There are no victims. It's just shit we do and shit we don't do. I, there is no shame in what the fuck I've done. I did it. It happened. It's over. So fuck, I gotta be worried about it for. It's done. All those chicks was actually decent chicks. I think Nelly is actually married now to some dude. She did get pissed off at me later in life because I was fucking with her friend, and she came over to my house and got mad at me because I made her leave my room because she was trying to roll up some weed in my room and got pissed off. I don't give a fuck. Fuck out of here, bitch. I don't smoke weed. You ain't about to roll that shit up in my house like it's just you just came to the spot. Oh, you ain't changed. Yeah, you goddamn right I ain't changed. Fuck out of here. She went outside with her friend. I had three Latinas in my house. Two of them went outside to go roll their weed up in the car, and their friend that I was fucking with sat there and blew my socks off sitting on the chair by the door. She didn't want me to leave, and then told me she didn't come here just to suck me up. Like, okay, but you are. Like, what the fuck? What else you want? Like, you are, you already getting the gummy mouth. I mean, what else do you really want? Tell me what's up. That was the last time I saw her. So she might be married now. Shout out to Lisa. But G is married to somebody now. T, I don't know what happened to T after her mother passed, but she should be doing good. Hopefully, her and her sister patched up their bullshit and they tight. Other than that, like I said, no innocents were harmed because ain't nobody innocent. We was all doing dumb shit. Arya might need you to move. Excuse me. You got all them grown folk references. I used to live the far side. That was that far side when I was just a little nigga. Back in the days when I was no, that is the far side. I thought that was somebody else. Arson out here making these immature chicks jealous. Chatters, there's a jealous girl in his town. I don't know anything about that, Arya. Look, I'm a pretty smart dude in some ways. In other ways, I might be dumb as fuck. Or not dumb, just oblivious. Okay? I am oblivious to chicks being jealous over me. I am. I don't see that. That has not been my fucking reality. Now, even though I wasn't thinking of it that way, you said that, and then I brought up out of my memory four fucking chicks that were obviously showing some jealousy over me towards another chick. So maybe at the time I'm not processing it like that. So, like you're saying, you're a female. You know this shit off top. You ain't got to run it through no filter. I have to run it through a filter. Okay. And, based on experience, determine, like, okay, what the fuck is this bitch on? You don't have to do that shit. You can just, like, oh, yeah, she's jealous. Okay. I didn't think about that shit at all. That was never what came across my mind. I thought she might have been a little put off, but jealous never came to mind. But saying it, okay, that does make sense. That might track given these things. But even still, that's still on her. That's still on her to, woman up, get her fucking ovaries up around her fucking throat and speak or some shit instead of putting your ass on your shoulders. So, Toya, it's probably impossible for you to even wear jealousy. You're a whole fucking Leo. If you didn't know, you a whole goddamn Leo. Jealousy is not your thing. I heard your stream the other day. I'll just walk. I get bored and I'm just out of here. I'm just done. I heard that shit. I was taking notes. Motherfucker. Just switch when you walk away. Walk up to her and be like, hey, baby, why are you so jealous? I mean, you had your chance. I mean, you win some, you lose some. Point blank, you lost this one. Yo, Dave, kick it. It's dumb as fuck. Ari, you're dumb as fuck, dude. I should use that shit and say, yeah, my friend Ari told me to tell your ass why he's so jealous. That was hilarious, Aria. Yo, Dave, kick it to him. I don't wear jealousy well. Yeah, look, Toya, this is the thing. I'm a Scorpio. You can't be fucking around with Scorpios with that jealousy shit. That is not the place you want to be fucking around because Scorpios are loyal and they fiercely loyal. That jealousy shit does not work. It is not a good place to try to move somebody into. You are not gonna move no Scorpio into no trying to be jealous. That is not gonna be a good place, nigga. No, that's how people get fucked up. No, 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 no. Leos are loyal. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Toya. That'll be confident, secure, and I'll match. I'm confident in a lot of things. Some things I'm not confident in. That's the difference. This is one of the things I said I was getting out of here, but y'all keep throwing more logs on the fire that I want to actually back and forth with y'all. This is one of the things about confidence and modern dating. Confidence where you have to be specific about this shit. Confidence is not a paintbrush on everything. It's just like genius is not a paintbrush on everything. You just say you have to have this and everything works out. Confidence in what? Confident at what? If somebody rolled up on you, they were confident as hell they could make your toes curl, but they weren't confident about their speaking skills. You could tell them if you had confidence in your speaking skills, you probably could get to the point of making my toes curl. But because they don't have confidence in the one, they can't get the other. But if you just blanket everything with just confidence, well, he's going to walk up to you with the I can make your toes curl energy all day long and never knowing, like, nigga, you confident about that, but you don't know how to brush your fucking teeth. You don't know how to dress. Stop grabbing your dick while you're talking to me. Right? Well, he's confident that he can make your toes curl. He didn't know he needed to work on all the rest of that shit, too. It's specifics. Specifics. To me, it's specifics. Insecure. I heard a chick say that shit the other day, asking about some shit. Secure in what? Oh, I'm secure. I'm confident in myself. Confident that you can do what? Secure in the fact that you can do what? What? Get specific. And then when you ask people specifics, they don't fucking have them because it's a blanket fucking term to mean shit. You don't run down to the store and pick up confidence. Being confident in a boxing ring is not the same as being confident and being able to make Toya's toes curl. It's not the same thing. Yeah, you know you can knock a nigga out. But if you know you can knock a nigga out and you a whole version, that don't mean that it's going to translate to, I know I can knock a nigga out. That means I can make Toya's toes curl. No, nigga. It's not the same thing. You have confidence in areas. I am confident that I can weld. I'm confident I can make some girls' toes curl. I'm confident I can drive at a high rate of speed without flipping my fucking car over. I'm confident in a lot of fucking things. But I'm not confident that I can fuck around and change the electrical in a sub panel. I am not confident about that shit. Oh no, you will never see me electrocute myself. No. I'm not 100% confident that I can change the refrigerant on these HVAC systems. Doesn't mean I'm not confident in every other area, but this area, I'm not confident in it. And because I'm not confident in it, I'm not secure that the knowledge I have is enough to do it. I'm not. That's just what it is. So that's why I say you got to be specific with that confidence shit. Confidence at what? Secure in what? Because confidence in myself could just be I'm sure I can overcome most things I run into. I'm confident that I'll find a way to do it. And I'm secure in the fact that I can overcome any obstacle put in front of me. I will find a way. I'm confident and secure in that. That ain't got shit to do with this fucking chick. Nothing to do with her. That kind of energy speaks without words. But that's why y'all the intuitive side of us. Because y'all going on the feelings. Some words men need, nigga. Like, yeah, I can do that. I don't know why you're jealous of me seeing other women. I'm sexing more women so I can sex you better. Practice makes perfect, baby. Pimp life. Look, Rainfire, if you ever listen to Exhibit, the rapper, he got a song called Fucking You Right. And the song is about his chick getting mad at him that he on the road and fucking these groupies and shit like that. But he's telling her in the song, he's like, look, all these chicks that I'm banging got me fucking you right. I know that's the most fucked up. I was like, this nigga ain't got no sense. He ain't got no sense. It's true, but you made a song to tell her that shit? You made a whole rap to tell her that shit? Oh, my nigga. She ain't liking that. That gotta be your ex chick now. Gotta be. But it was funny. I think it was on not Man versus Machine, but I think it was on Restless or something like that. Exhibit Restless. Look for that song. Effing you right. And that's what it is. That's the chorus. I'm like, this motherfucker's stupid. But yeah, how to look. This is why you never ask a chick necessarily. You don't ask her body count. But this is also why you don't ask a dude that shit. You just accept. You meet some dude as a chick that's good in bed. You don't want to know how many chicks he fucked to get that good. The same way, if you meet a chick that's really good in bed, you might not want to know how many dudes she's been with to get that damn good. You might just want to appreciate the fact that she's good at some shit. Just saying. Some people don't want to know that shit. Don't matter. I appreciate the results. Right? Chick rubbing all up on your arms and shit like that as a dude. He's like, oh, he's so buff. He's so big. I like that. Yeah, she like you looking like an apple fritter, nigga. She don't want to know how many days you spent at the gym and how many years it took you to get there. She don't give a shit. She liked the results. That's it. Stop worrying about the minutia of how it got here and just appreciate the fact that it's here and you get to experience it. That's it. Because it's always just your turn until it's not your turn anymore. Fuck it, that's just what it is. I tend to keep it to myself when I get jealous. Well, me and my voodoo dog. Aria, God damn it. You know, the hooju in there. Keep it to myself. Well, just between me and my voodoo doll. With his hair wrapped around it, right? A couple of his pubic hairs stuck on there, like, yeah, motherfucker, you don't want to come home, huh? Ah, how about a little pain in that butt cheek, nigga? Ooh, this gotta hurt. It's gonna hurt. I was going to make spaghetti, going to make a spaghetti joke, but someone may take it serious and think I do crap with spaghetti for real. Yeah, that red sauce, yeah. Suspect red sauce. Suspect red sauce. I'm glad I heard that shit because look, it's like Eddie Murphy said, you think about shit that you've done Ooh, I should have been fucked up right there, right? I had a chick make me some enchiladas before with some red sauce on. I ate that shit up. Didn't even know nothing about that shit. I was like, nigga, I could have been taking my whole life into my hands. Thank God. Thank God I've learned finally. Because I was sent out into the world naked, my nigga. Nobody was trying to teach me shit about nothing. I learned all this shit from hard earned experience and blood on many a wall. Okay? So if I'm oblivious to some shit, well, understand I'm the oldest of the oldest. And nobody was around giving me none of that shit. I had to learn it from having to experience it the wrong way. So the red sauce shit, heard, understood, information uploaded. Roger that. Roger motherfucking that. I heard that exhibit song and I heard real people say that kind of thing. Yep, here we go. I left my car sitting too long. God damn it. Been sitting in my car too long, draining my fucking battery. Yeah, for a hot minute. Yeah, for a hot minute. You'll see me sitting up here sweating. Was sitting here with my car on the alternator all that time, running the stream like I did at the movies that time, and the motherfucker died again. So I do have to shut this shit off now and get this shit fixed so I can go to work in the morning. I just need a jump. So thanks for y'all keeping me on here while I was trying to get out the car. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if we feel so inclined. Um, keep y'all ears peeled for the freak speak. I guess I'm supposed to be hosting it. I don't know. Think about that shit. But it might be fun. But I have to get some dedicated people to actually show up so they can tell they debaucherous stories, I guess. I don't fucking know. But cleansing is good for the soul. So I'm gonna get in here and take my shower and wash this sweat off me. And I will see you guys next time.